All right, hey everyone. It's Saturday afternoon, so I'm kind of pushing it on the timing for a supplemental video. My week kind of got away from me on that way, but with respect to my full homily at my church last Sunday, as opposed to the TV mass for Heart of the Nation, first of all, I did want to say sorry. I misspoke for all three of my masses. I kept saying that it was Gaudium Sunday. I meant to say it's Gaudete Sunday. So I was thinking of Gaudium et Spes, which is a Vatican II document that I know fairly well. So that G Latin word was just kind of stuck in my head. So yeah, that's on me. That was my fault. For those of you that noticed the error while watching the video, take heart that I was scolded appropriately. The person who brought it to my attention actually printed off the two words so that I had a visual aid as he was scolding me for my error on that. So that was pretty amusing. But yeah, that's the sort of thing that I'm sure some people would have loved to leave me a comment on the YouTube video for that. But, I'm feeling really solid with my decision to disable comments on these YouTube videos. This is a rare example where someone would have been able to leave me a helpful comment of, FYI, Father Justin, you misspoke. You were thinking of a different Latin word starting with G. But there are so many hurtful things that just gets spewed on the bottom of our screens on YouTube comments. I'm just not missing it at all. So if you had any intention of sending me that comment, I appreciate it. It all worked out well in the end. So with that recognition of error out of the way, I did also want to double down real quick on what might have been the most important part of last Sunday's homily for me. I only was able to brush past it because I was making a primary point and then I made a secondary point, and I'm referring to a tertiary point here when I said, I don't know all the answers. I don't know exactly how God folds all of these different factors of reality and existence into the plan of salvation. I don't believe any of us can have all the answers short of having, divine knowledge, and that's just not going to happen. The question is, what do you believe in the most? Like what are your core beliefs, values, and understandings that ultimately will shape the way you see creation and life and reality? And my answer is, I know that God is all loving and he is all merciful, and anything else that happens in the world, good or bad, logical or illogical, whatever, nothing in the world will ever change that. God is all loving and all merciful. And when I try to understand my faith, when I try to understand the world around me, when I'm trying to be the best person I can to my, my fellow human beings, I know I'm not perfect in that way. It's all in the context that God is all loving and all merciful. That is a divine truth that I hold deep in my heart. And other things come and go. Other beliefs, other values, understandings that we thought were ironclad turn out not to be so true after 5 or 10 years of life experience. That's life. That some things that seemed rock solid are really not as accurate as you once thought. And I'm open to that. and I roll with it, because the one thing that does not change is the divine nature of God. He is all loving and all merciful. And with that in my heart, I can roll with any other developments that come come to my desk, so to speak, in the world. So if I had limitless time on Sunday to just speak my heart, which is not what Mass is. There's a reason that priests get 8 minutes ish. It's because the insight we have to offer as individuals, and what I'm doing now. Sorry about that. This is a minor role. What we're really doing at Mass is we're making the sacrifice of Christ at the Last Supper come alive. That's the real draw. And helping people understand their faith, understand Scripture, that's nice when I can manage it, but it's all about the Eucharist at the Mass. Anyway, if that were not the case, and if I could just speak as long as I felt on Sunday, I definitely would have gone into that more, because it definitely bears reinforcing. In this world of change, in this unpredictable universe, you should ask yourself every once in a while, in light of everything that may change, that may not be as reliable as you once thought, what are your real core values? Your core understandings of the world, and by the gift of faith, and all the many gifts of my life, loving parents and all that, the love and mercy of God is infinite and everlasting, and everything else that I may understand is derived from that basic knowledge and relationship with God. So it seemed like a timely moment to put that firmly on the record. Thank you for listening, and have a happy rest of Advent. God bless.